Hi, my name is Jacob Khan and I work as a solution architect at EPServer in New York. I wanted to walk through the code sample that is available on our developer community, world.epserver.com, around blogs for EPServer 7, 5, and onwards. As you can see, this is my sample Alloy site. This site is built on MVC. However, this video will not cover the code sample from a technical perspective. There will be a separate video that covers that. From an editing and marketing perspective, it is a normal Alloy site, as you can see, installed using the Visual Studio integration. On the left-hand side, I have my site structure and navigation pane. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a new blog start. It's showing me the type of content that I'm allowed to create underneath this specific node. I'm going to pick blog start, and I'm going to call this support blog. It is going to create the skeleton for my first blog. It is already pulling in some of the tags that are being reused throughout my site. I'm going to, however, say that I want to limit this to the tags being used on my blog. Call this tags. I'm also going to configure an archive section and run through the same process here where I'm saying that I want to show only the archive for this specific blog. And right now there's no content around it created. I'm going to add a page description for this. And as you can see, this here in the middle is blog list. This is a local block. It is also available as a shared block, and we're going to create one later and place it on the start page. But as you're able to see here is that I can provide what type of content I want to list here. I'm going to say that I want to list an intro, I want to show the publish date, and I also want to call this latest blogs. I'm going to say I can fetch it from the entire site, I can fetch multiple sources at once, but I'm going to say to the current page only, and I can also filter this based off of different tags. I can say things like only show blogs that are tagged with latest news. Right now we do not have anything created, so nothing will show up underneath. However, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to drag on a contact for me on the right hand side. So if you do have any questions, feel free to contact me. My information is right here. What we're going to do now is we're going to create a actual blog item. This is very simple. All you do is on the start you create a new page, a blog item. I'm going to call this Azure for the win. What this is going to do is it's automatically going to set up a site structure for us that is applicable when it comes to blogs with a route, so as you see here, for date, for year, and month. So the blog is already created. We can change the publish date if we wish. We can also add a hero image. There's a content area on the right and one on the bottom. And what I'm going to add is add some text in here. I might also want to upload an image and use that as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and upload a digital asset in here. Drag that on. And maybe configure that to be at the end of the text and not in the beginning. There we go. And as well here, I'm going to drag on my contact information if somebody has any questions about this, or maybe drag on a video or all the latest blogs. I have this be pre-configured to show archive and tags and so on, or a list of related blogs or contents. I'm also able to add tags, and this uses the category system within EPServer, which means that you can tag anything really. These are the predefined tags that I have, and I'm going to say this is one of the latest news. It is also about moving forward. There we go. And as soon as I've done this, I'm able to see the tags available on the site, on the page in the middle. And I can go through a publishing process to get this live. I might also want to go into the back end and change SEO settings and maybe use site attention add-on for creating better SEO that's relevant to the content on the page. I can schedule this to go live at a specific date, or I can publish it right now. I'm just going to publish to show what this looks like. And as you see, I'm logged in as administrator, so that there's no access levels going on here, but I can very easily have a workflow as well. Right now, you can see that on the page structure on the left-hand side, it created 2014 and September for us, which is when I created this video. You can also go in and specify if you want this to look a little different. Right away, you'll see that Azure for the Win is showing here in the navigation, in the blog list that is already created for us. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to publish this as well. This is a heading property, so it still shows 9 in our URLs and then everything else that we're using. But now if we go back to the start page, we're able to see Azure for the Win as our one and only blog post. If we go ahead and publish this, we want to view it on the website and see what's available within here. As you can see, we are seeing the blog post, we're seeing all the latest articles here, and it's actually creating URLs based off of the URL that we are on, and so are these here. So if we click on moving forward, it's going to show only blog posts that are tagged with moving forward, so we're able to filter and create the best experience here. We're also able to go in and filter based off of archive and so on. The really nice thing here is that it automatically sets up the date structure for you, and it's easier to manage. You're saving time. You're also able to filter on tags, go into archive from a date perspective, and read more perhaps about the actual person. So I can say everything that Jacob has created or something similar. Another thing that I wanted to do, the last thing, is create a blog. The last thing that I want to do is create a block for the start page where we're going to show the latest blog post. So I'm going to go back into edit here on the top right corner. This will take me into the editing interface of Episerver, and I was still logged in as an administrator. As you see, these are some of the blocks here. I'm actually going to show it here on the right hand side, so I'm going to remove this one on the right, and instead I want to create a new block here. So I'm going to hit create new. I can also create a shared block, but I'm going to create a local block now. I'm going to pick blog list here. Latest blogs. I'm going to say show 3. Where should I fetch these from is an important piece because I can have multiple blogs. Support blog, and if I actually click start, it will fetch all the ones that are of type blog item. I can also filter this to say that I only want to fetch things under a specific category, so I can only fetch things that are tagged with moving forward or something similar. And all I have to do is create this content. We'll see right away that here it is. I'm going to configure this to look a little nicer. I'm going to say narrow, and now it's showing the latest blogs on the right hand side. This has been a walkthrough of the Code Sample blogs available in both WebForms and MVC for Episerver 7. My name is Jacob Khan. Thank you.